But yeah, whatever. Get this that stuff later. But let's go get a sick record. I don't know when to start the timer. I guess we'll figure it out. Do I even know what button uses the timer? It's been such a long time. Please, Sui, let's not add record attempts to stream title. Okay, at this point, sure. Seems like a reasonable way to start the timer. No, already fucked up. Oh, rest in peace. It's all over. Was too hasty with the crouching.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws. What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold.
I hate whiskey.
No, don't have a drink. Don't have a drink. Just answer the phone.
What? Put up.
Are you capable of handling it? No, Steve.
God damn it.
I want you to.
What a good start.
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
It's a warehouse.
So, Mr. Go. Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Yeah, strength is like the only stat I need. Like towards the end I'll also level up investigation, but most stats are just useless.
Dark water. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll know.
I need both strength and investigation like twice. And the first strength check is already in this chapter, so I need to level it up as much as possible. I'll spend like, what, a few seconds to level up strength even more once I get to that point, because not getting that strength is gonna slow me down. Or failing the check. And I want to have as high of a possibility of getting the check successfully as possible.
What wind brought you?
Because for whatever reason,
Case mean anything to you?
it's a random chance.
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
Because technically you could just save scum and succeed at everything.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it...
Yeah, I really don't know why the skill checks are random. The system is so shallow that you could just have it like, oh, you have 80% strength. All these checks will succeed and these will fail. Then that would be fine. But no. It's like, oh, they're all random. Now you have an 80% chance of succeeding.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
from here. Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Actually, really doesn't matter at all what I say at that point.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. This ratchet device seems to be usable. An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in work.
And this is the point where we need to level up strength even more. So I really don't want to fail this test.
I could use... Looks like everything is all I have.
Yes, got it.
Ugh.
I would probably reset if I didn't get that. It's like 10% chance of failing at that point. I think this is one of the 2 unskippable pre-rendered cutscenes in the game.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins?
Good reconstruction.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Oh.
Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
Come on. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right...
I mean, I don't plan on running this for much at least. Not sure I'll throw together some run, because this game just doesn't have the depth to last as a proper run.
Is it far, this mansion?
I'm sure my route is improvable in some bits, like chapter 5.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
But not by
See
much.
the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
As I run, this is like 80% walking sim. And then it has like chapter 5 and 6. I guess there's some others.
Okay.
Actually,
Don't
no.
get the impression that I'll leave you.
Refusing to help causes the jump scare here. Yeah.
Jeepers. Poe's prophetic raven.
I'm fairly certain that it's just whether you want his help or not that causes that.
This entrance is still in use. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll shoot. What?
You bet. Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Nice talking to you.
Pierce, Shall we enter?
I'm already on the way in.
I'm coming with you.
Yeah, feel free to come in with me. I don't care.
Follow me. I know the place.
Okay, good for you. I'm not gonna be following you.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. The child's corpse left. They had a fight. If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Oh, fuck. I knew I forgot something.
Did someone escape the fire?
It's always that one.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb it.
Nice jump scare coming up. Boop. I do honestly like that one because it doesn't come with an annoying sound.
Was Sarah Hawkins ever... Bradley? Is that you? You! Stop!
Because I did miss the scare on my first playthrough. And did get me on my second playthrough.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier.
Okay, let's fuck up this puzzle.
Where did he go?
Wait, I gained
Globe
4
seems
character
to be
points?
Part of some mechanism.
For what? Oh, it's like over there. Yes.
Looks like it worked.
Well done, Pierce.
Still don't know how you're supposed to solve that puzzle, I just know the solution. But good enough for me.
Secret passage under the manor. Like a detective.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
Pierce, where you going? I can't keep up with you in this dark.
Are you scared? I want to see how far these steps go.
Is this game any good? I like it.
There you are again.
It's
Well
like,
done, Pierce. This door is securely shut. I'll look for another passage. But yeah,
it's like I've said, I don't think it's a very scary horror game, and it's definitely not a good action game, and
Time has weakened these structures.
it's not a great point-and-click adventure either, or no matter what genre you choose, it's not great. But it does the Lovecraftian stuff well.
What's going on here?
Beers.
I was in adventure games recently. Nope. Not really since the LucasArts days.
I gotta... I can't breathe. What's happening?
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions.
Yeah, like the overall story and setting
Good enough.
fit very
Prove it
well.
to us.
It's like
And it
in
does
my dream.
plenty of little references to other stuff. Although I feel like I'm probably reading too much into some of them. It's like, I want to believe that the reason why the lanterns in chapter 9, the worst chapter in the game, are green and purple, or pink, or whatever it is, are a slight reference to the movies from Beyond and Reanimator.
More sacred you are gifted indeed. Not another
We
one.
are ready for the
Let him
ceremony.
pass through every
What
part
about
of you.
your protege?
All you will sleep. We pray for your return into the kingdom of...
And then there's that one of the cops is called Henry West. I do feel like that's a bit too close to not be a reference to Reanimator. Or even smaller stuff like how in the Asylum, the dude in the opposite cell opposite to you has scribbled the walls full of like anti Cthulhian symbols, and it really reminded me of In the Mouth of Madness.
Light. At last.
Okay, let's see how much I can fuck this up. It's like the one chapter in the game with gameplay. At least in a speedrun perspective. Sure, stuff like what's the one with where you play as Sarah and deal with Scrambler. Shambler. What's it called? The Wanderer, as it is called in that specific chapter. I suppose that counts as gameplay. It's just kind of difficult to fuck it up. Compared to this one, it's really easy.
What happened to me? Where am I?
Mr. Sanders, you have to
Yeah, I haven't read any of his stuff in like more than 5 years. But I don't really plan on reading it again because I don't think he's a very good writer.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scribbled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wandering.
It's like the short stories are very hit and miss, and a lot of them are misses.
No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams.
You there. Wake up. Come on.
And even the hits are okay at best.
Can you stand up? You must do there. I shall.
Yeah, that room reminds me of In the Mouth of Madness, which is a fantastic movie and you should totally watch it.
I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your...
Okay, let's fuck this up.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
The machine is working again,
Damn
but
it.
the control wheels have...
I'll have to find a way of getting rid of... Good God. What could this machine be used?
Yeah, sure.
activated
That animation looked fine.
It's done. Now for the others.
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop,
What is welling up inside me? I feel it.
I think we got a walker.
Oh yeah, we got a walker.
you.
You should come after the walker.
Calls with the nurses.
Even behind them only a trail of white, nourishing foam.
What carnage. Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Oh yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back, right? And this is the point where I also... Oh, wrong button. Level up. Because I don't want to fuck this up.
Gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building. Perfect.
Yes, the Carpenter movie, In the Mouth of Madness. It's one of my
All the
all-time...
levers are activated.
One of my all-time favorites. Together with The Thing.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of it. That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Shh. I'm sneaking. Prince of Darkness, I think, is the weakest of his horror movies. Or at least of those three. Whatever trilogy it was supposed to be.
What hell?
I gotta... This is insane. What killed him?
The thing in the fog. I actually haven't seen the fog.
The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Who goes there?
2 character points, which I will probably never use.
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
So I get 90% strength and 95% investigation, and that's all I need.
How's our feud?
Whew, almost pressed the wrong one. Couldn't move there for a second.
You know each other.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire?
Yeah.
You help.
Yeah, I'm good.
Doesn't matter what I choose, I think, as long as I bring up the Shambler. That's like the only thing that makes any difference. As far as I can tell.
The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Spoopy.
What the hell was that?
Don't know, I didn't see it.
Damn.
What? What the what? Oh my fucking god.
Looks different.
What the fuck was that? Ooh. That was a bit close. For some reason I crouched, which is odd because my finger wasn't even on the button.
If I don't you from you.
Whew, close call. I mean, I think it was a close call. Difficult to say when I can't see the enemy. And I'm not gonna turn around to check where it is because I think it's less aggressive if you don't look at it.
Where's the bookseller? What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Last time I think I investigated too much of this.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Let's try to be more careful this time.
What the... Charles Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Yeah, like, I don't think I need to check that. Never mind, I do need to check that. Fuck.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. They put in a great deal of effort.
Man, I remember useless combinations way too easily. Like, I still remember a bunch of the codes for Wow, that is a good example of a selective memory. The Slater, yeah. I couldn't remember the name of the game, but I could say that one of the combinations is 692, and another one is 892. Like I remember the door key codes for that game, but I don't remember what the game's called. Good shit.
Dr. Colden, this
What? Oh,
Miss
there.
His so
I'm
don't
no. What it
document and what it look and I can but I what
no
and where
I what you're the no I
Good talk.
was that a threat?
it might
Don't keep there you and why
Oh shit, I don't remember exactly who I need to talk to. I'm just gonna talk to everybody.
she's a witch. No, I'm so
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? No, I...
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan. The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Also, this chapter is also pretty bad because you really have to do everything in the right order. You can't sequence break anything. Like, it's way too heavily scripted.
With my bare hands, I need a tool.
But hey, at least it's not the next chapter.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Dr. Klein, it's in car.
At last. The missing files must be... Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Oh shit, I was pressing the wrong button.
Patient files. I was right.
I was trying to use the action key
Number 17.
to rotate them.
Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Please?
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When
No, the 2011 thing isn't that bad. It's alright.
I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in...
Expecting my viewer count to tank right about now.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
No! Okay, note to self, don't mash the action key.
It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Talk, filth. What?
Wait.
Nice talking to you. And now the worst chapter. Watch as I fuck it up again. Forget the exact order. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try something a bit different this time. I'm gonna see if I can manipulate Shambler. Which is, of course, a bit pointless because I'm still not quite sure how it works. But we'll try. What's the worst that could happen?
I pray that Colden is really here. And alive. My God. What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else. What happened? Something has changed, but what?
Awaken and free me.
Wait, where the fuck am I? I'm here. As expected, I forgot what to do. Because fuck this section.
Destiny, it has trapped you.
Okay. Now I'm gonna try something new. See if that manipulates the Shambler.
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
Now let's hope I'm remembering this right. Otherwise I'm losing time. Because that totally matters in this case. Yeah, I hated this chapter too. It's like definitely my least favorite in the game. Together with the final one. This is just mechanically and overall annoying. The final one is The final one I dislike because it's just it goes on for way too long and it's nothing but exposition. Also, this chapter has a cheap jump scare, which I dislike. Boo!
It looks like things are back to normal.
But I mostly remembered what to do. So that's good. Oh, and of course, this chapter has the famous cutscene.
What's going on? It never ends.
There.
Damnation. That's me.
Oh God! I gotta get out.
It's like, this section is alright.
I got.
Yes, we're going insane. Woo!
Pierce, I thought you needed.
Colden.
But this bit right here.
What's going on? Was it a
with the cutscene that I'm gonna skip. The "you had a fucking gun this entire time" moment.
Colden?
Like, fuck you, Pierce.
All right, let come with this, Miss.
Oh,
We want to
make
them. It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course.
What the?
Oh no.
Hey.
Oh, I thought the chapter with the Shambler in the caves was fine. That was alright. It's not great, but it didn't bug me like this one does.
Yeah, right.
No! No! Losing time! You can beat her to the stairs. 90% strength, not enough.
I'd be better off finding a tool. Perfect.
The one skip. And I fucked it up.
Why?
Like, I wouldn't say that those two chapters felt rushed, the Shambler ones. I just think that the mechanics in especially that previous one are really bad. It seems like they wanted that section to be somewhat stealthy, like the first Shambler meeting, yeah, encounter, perhaps better word. But they just kind of gave up on stealth because they also wanted to do. They wanted to do something fancy with the sigils, and I'm guessing it just didn't work together. And they went with just sigils and fucked the stealth, and it turned out to be just bad. Yeah, I mean, let me just spam this away. Thank you. Like the sanity thing, I thought it was effective enough on a first playthrough when you don't know how it works, and suddenly you just start speaking in sigils and all that shit. Like, I thought it worked in that sense, but as I played the game, like this is the 4th time playing this, it's obvious that the game is just lying to you in many ways. But it keeps up the illusion for one playthrough, and for a game like this, I think that's good enough. Can't reasonably expect more. Unless you go for, like, as sane as possible playthrough. Then perhaps it annoys you more. But like I was talking before about how it seems like your sanity starts at 100%, and the unskippable encounters drop it down to 20 no matter what, and 20% is like good sanity at the end of this game. I think that fits.
It's you again. I'm here.
Oh, the skirt didn't glitch out much.
I can.
Usually it does. Alright, I guess sanity affecting things like very little is not the problem. It's more about like how none of the dialogue options have much of an effect on anything at all. But again, it's one of those things that on a first playthrough you don't notice and it works well enough. But when you play again and you say one thing, and on the second playthrough you say another, you notice that the response from the NPC is identical. And the conversation just doesn't change at all. But there are a few moments where there is actual differences. Like, I do like how you can cause... What's her name?
Algernon, come back!
Oh my... I can't remember her name. The woman with the funny haircut.
Is Algernon.
Who has the Shambler painting in her house. Like, if you do the right things, you can make her go insane. And kill herself. I just noticed that the starting location of this area isn't what I thought it was. So what I thought was the ideal path doesn't even work.
Quickly, come.
How do we kill it?
I'll create the protective barrier. Get back inside it as soon as you...
I mean, the game says a lot of things will affect your destiny.
Is it acting against me?
It's like when you have a choice between 6 sigil options, or
the Wanderer is back.
Whatever they are. It's like, yeah, you think those are actually gonna affect anything? Probably not. But it's a neat moment.
The second glyph must have appeared. He's getting stronger, and the symbol must be here somewhere. Look closely.
I found it. like how you can just tank straight through there.
Oh no.
Bring him towards me.
Oh, whoops. Can't tank here though.
Well done, sir.
Nice.
Damn.
That's a first horror game for a studio. It's pretty good.
I'm Chief West.
In a way, yeah.
Damn it, not now. What is it?
I don't find it very
Some guys have ransacked
horrific.
They went this.
But it has a nice atmosphere.
Oh, God damn.
Wouldn't call it very scary though. I guess it's in that sense comparable to something like Soma. Most horrific horror game I've played. Don't know. Might be like one of the first two Penumbras, because those were some of the first horror games I played.
Dom, what happened?
Come, you'll want to hear what these two Egypts have to say.
This,
and
you're
there.
the
There's what's good.
and let where
I'll
Release our friends, you bunch of pickaroons.
Yeah, they've done nothing wrong.
apart from killing a cop on our turf.
That's hooey.
How do you know they killed him?
Do you want me to settle it with some lead?
Good mix of Amnesia, Outlast, and Evil Within.
Dog always threatening us.
Definitely not in terms of gameplay.
I'll take care.
Gotta hold it. Although there is gonna be some insane action in just a moment.
Someone moved the corpse here. Where did the murder happen?
How long is the speedrun?
So this is where West was killed.
I'd say we'll find out in 20-25 minutes.
What the fuck is that, Red?
Oh my god, the action sequence. What? What? How did that happen? How did I miss so many times? Is Mandy here?
Dom, get out of here.
Go! I'll cover you. Die, you filthy rat!
Damn it.
The best thing is that it should be technically impossible to miss in this game, because you can't even shoot if you don't have an enemy in the crosshair.
Piers, wake up.
What happened?
What?
What? What?
I'm turning, Pierce. Into one of those things. No.
Keep turning, I don't have time to kill you.
No.
Sarah Hawkins was going to the whaling station. Stop. Oh, God. What am I doing?
Oh, no. Enough! I can't take anymore.
Hey, you!
Come over here. I don't want to hear you.
This might prove useful.
Yes, it might. Let's see how this cutscene looks. When everybody was chasing me.
Shit.
Oh boy.
They're going to the whaling
Oh boy.
station.
Oh no. Oh no 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 no.
Hide and wait until they're gone.
Only I have.
No, boy. that's not how it went last time. No! No! Fuck! Rest in peace. Oh my god, back here? You're shitting me.
Stop.
Oh my...
Oh god. What am I doing?
Fuck me.
Oh, no.
That is actually really punishing. What if I go through here? Is this safer? That is such a punishment. Jesus.
Hey, you!
Come over here.
This might prove useful.
Well, gotta leave room for improvement. Or whatever.
Shit.
Yeah, like, now there's only one dude over here.
I'd better hide and wait until they're gone.
Who's there?
And even he's pretty slow. Okay, I guess I'll just go through here. Doesn't exactly cost me much time.
I am the chosen one. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I'm up.
Oh my god, no! I fucked up again.
I'll help you get... It's mine.
Like, there really should have been a save point when I got the medkit.
You won't have my flesh. You won't have my skin.
Sorry.
God damn it. Actually kinda annoyed.
Enough!
Because I didn't want to do another run. And I'm not sure if I am, even though that happened.
Who's there?
I mean, definitely not today, but... What a silly, silly way to die. Like, because of that, I'm not sure if I'm gonna beat my test run. Although in my test run, I think I spent a long time with the Shambler in Chapter 9. And I'm pretty sure I also fucked up in Chapter 5 a bit. Because I wasn't expecting the enemies to be in the locations they were.
Sarah is with those bastards. I gotta find her quick.
I guess we'll find out. So I'm not stopping now. Way too far into the run.
Could use that to hold the reservoir back. I'll be lucky if it's still sharp enough. This should stop the cart from moving. This should help me get the tank swinging. I need something to cut the rope to release the tank against the door.
So thinking about it, my test run was like 115 to 120 around that time, and I feel like I'm right at the end. But there's no way I can save much time compared to the test run, if any, knowing what just happened.
Sarah?
So this ending sequence just takes forever.
Perfect.
Learn to obey.
Oh, yeah, the puzzles are next.
But what makes I...
Actually, since I'm not refusing or not trying to resist any of this stuff, I wonder if this is gonna lock me out of the third ending.
Let me take a sample from you. Don't fear.
I killed him.
Unnecessary sacrifice.
Because in my routing playthrough, I tried to resist and I got the third ending. And in this one, I just haven't given a fuck. I mean, that's not true. I have definitely given a fuck because it's faster to just take the treatment and all that shit. Because it's shorter animation. The second unskippable pre-rendered cutscene. And now the game turns into a full walking simulator. There's like what? 2 conversations left in the entire game. One of them doesn't matter and one of them dictates the ending. Hey, mighty crab.
You are trapped.
Oh, yeah, I understand the purple. Yeah, doesn't look interesting. This felt like a good speed game. No, no.
This way.
This is most definitely not a good speed game.
Stand up. Walk.
Is somebody there? Hey, who are you?
Better than most RPGs. I disagree. Completely.
Where am I?
I mean, this is technically an RPG. You have skills. They don't do much.
I saw
you look. Oh,
This
it's
cult-
you hit.
you.
I what?
And what-
I. No one.
What happened to me? Sarah. I must find Sarah before she suffers the same fate.
This section may be the worst one in the game. Because absolutely nothing happens except exposition that didn't need to be there. But then again, at least it's not mechanically annoying like the Shambler fight. If you can call it a fight.
Alabaster Point.
You must go to the summit.
What have they done to me?
Come on. Oh!
Ah, Mr. Pierce. I was expecting you.
Fuller. You died in front of my eyes.
Don't jump to conclusions. Is there not the tiniest spark of a scientific mind inside of that detective skull of yours?
What abject substance did you use to turn her into an empty shell?
Abject substance. The serum extracted from Leviathan's oil bestows the power of life. To me, my body is nothing but the mortal vessel of my conscience. To you, it contains more answers and secrets than your insignificant mind can grasp.
Yeah, this is a good game for one playthrough. Doesn't really hold up for more than that.
You stand up and yet here you are. You never give up.
That is not you. Not anymore. Not since your disappearance on the docks.
Ah, detective. So easy to fool you. So eager to rush to the rescue of a woman in distress.
Is the ending identical every time?
You won't make me regret
I
having
mean,
tried to save people.
There are two endings
did
that
what
I
I
think
could.
are easy to get.
Even for Colden.
Your efforts to change your destiny,
But
although in vain, make you worthy of the fate
I have heard that it's possible to miss out on the counter ritual
you will be asked
option.
to choose.
Haven't seen that myself yet. And then there's at least one more option for the ending that you can lock yourself out of pretty easily. I don't think we're gonna get it this time because I was happy to eat some dead fish. I'm guessing that affects that option.
Wife, life, destiny.
You forsook your right to a normal life the moment you chose power over humanity. No one wants to see such an unbearable sight.
You don't have the slightest idea of what you speak, of what I've been through. I have sacrificed my life to the one who sleeps. My marriage, my family, my own flesh. Why didn't Sarah choose me? Why is it your damn face on her painting?
Shut up. At least you can skip this dialogue.
I'm almost there.
No. Oh no, get stuck. Okay, I'm gonna stop the timer when I summon Cthulhu. Or go with that option.
Here,
What?
In
there?
Pierce, help me!
Whee! Sick world record! And it was faster than my test run, because my test run, which I only timed by looking at a clock, was like 1:16. So even with that stupid death in the town with the zombies, not that it matters comparing to a test run.
Cthulhu, Waganagal, Vatagan.
Actually, fuck it, let's not watch this cutscene, it's fucking stupid. It doesn't need to be in the game. Let's be real here.